Not happy for us?
He's not happy for himself deep down.
Honestly, I feel like she knows that I found my soulmate, and there's a feeling of completeness that I have. She just
Okay, hold on a minute. Let's just get serious real quick. So, Stacy believes that Darcey's jealous of their relationship because she has found her soulmate. Now, here's the thing. I'm not going to deny that maybe Darcey is jealous. That is definitely a potential. But for Stacy to sit there and have the audacity, the conviction to say with her chest that she has found her soulmate is bizarre to me. Okay, cool. Let's break this down real quick before we continue with the rest of the video. Is your soulmate someone that you marry, they get a green card, and then they spend the whole first year of getting that green card and having that work permit not finding a job? Is that someone that anyone should consider the soulmate, someone that does not want to look for a job? Alright, cool. How about this one then? Someone that brings no financial backing to your relationship, and if you was to ever lose your job, or if you was ever in a position where you could no longer work anymore due to whatever it could be, you've then got to still support yourself and that person you with who isn't working with the savings that you had. That's given that you actually have savings behind you as well. Alright, cool. Let me add in some more here. Alright, cool. Let me add in some more here. Is your soulmate someone that each time you try and motivate them or you try and help them to do better, to get a job or whatever, and each time you do it, they just slam it back in your face as if you owe them something? As if they are the one that lucky to have you, knowing that you're the one that brings everything to the table and they bring literally nothing to the table. If that is what we're calling the definition of a soulmate, then hey, Stacy, congratulations. You got your soulmate. But ladies and gentlemen, before we continue with some of the other things that went down into this week's episode of Darcey and Stacey Season 4, please make sure you start off by hitting that subscribe button as well as that like button as well. Let's carry on with this calamity of nonsense.
Like, my mom just keeps trying to butt in. I'm just like, Mom, please, like, let me handle it. Oh my God, you have your own stuff to figure out, so let me figure my things.
A mom should not be giving anybody no damn advice because
we all see how.
Alright, cool. I know that was like really fast, but obviously copyright, and also I wanted to fit in as much as possible of what the daughter said right there, you know what I'm saying? But here's the thing though. So it is Annika, yeah, it's her prom night, okay? And you know, obviously at this moment in time, she's in the salon getting her hair done, and then Darcey's in and just asking her questions about her personal life, who she go on a date with, if there's any boy sliding into her DMs, how does she handle it, this is how you should do it. And of course, she's like, whoa, hold on a minute, ma. Slow your roll. My life is my personal life, and I keep it personal to moi. Stop asking me those damn ass questions. But just like as I called it out on Patreon, in case you don't know about Patreon, where I do the full reaction to the full episode without actually having to pause it every 10 bloody seconds, because of course we have the freedom to just play the video at our free will and not worry about copyright. Link is down below in the description. But with that being said though, just as I actually said it myself on Patreon, the other sister then says it straight away. Yeah, and we've seen your relationship, mum. We've seen it on live TV. We are around it all the time. And one thing that we're never going to do, me and my sister over here, is never, and I mean ever, take advice from your dumbass. Now, of course, they didn't say that bit, you know what I mean? But it is quite interesting to see when even your children can recognize that your dating lifestyle is flawed, and even your children don't even want to be influenced by your dating lifestyle. And it's crazy because there are so many people in this world who are heavily influenced by their own parents' behavior, you know, whether it's their parents' dating style, parents' marriage style, parents, whatever it could be. But to see that we got two girls here, 16, 17 here, and they are intelligent enough to be like, listen, you Yeah, we definitely ain't looking to be like you, mom. In fact, we ain't looking like to be like you or our auntie, because the way you be moving all the time is hella mad. But anyway, we continue with some more, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm thinking for Georgie.
Who?
Georgie.
Are you serious?
So this waste man, Florian, decides to finally announce that Georgie is going to be his best man. And it's crazy because right now they are at a viewing of a venue of where they're going to get where they're going to have their marriage, their second marriage again, right? And it's very jarring, annoying to watch, because I'm watching this guy, you know, doing these shopping around for wedding venues and whatnot, and he's been so subjective with his comments about finances. Oh, this one may be too expensive, blah de da de da. But he's not bringing anything to the table. I don't know why he feels like he has the say. But this goes back to my first point. Your soulmate is the person that when you marry him, you pay for the wedding. I thought the whole idea behind a wedding, depending on how you want to look at it. If you're traditional, you know, your parents will chip in, you know, and maybe even the groom, I believe, his parents will pay for the whole thing, give or take, who knows. But either way, usually you got the traditional one with parents getting involved. But then you got the one that's a bit more modern nowadays, where you both put in money together, that obviously you both save together into your joint account, give or take whatever account that you use, of course, you know what I mean? And to be honest with you, I've never really been in a situation where I'm seeing one person, actually, no, to be fair, then there is the one where maybe depending on how much, in some situations, there are ones where men just pay for the whole thing, you know, depending again on whatever their circumstance is and how their relationship is based on all that kind of mama jumble. But I've never really been through one where I've seen the woman pay for the whole shebang. That is just, should we call it equality? Nah, we can't call that equality, because to be honest with you, as a man, are you dumb? How can you be with a woman knowing that you are unable to provide for a woman? Because the fact is, it doesn't matter whether we live in the modern days or we live in the days in the past. It is still fundamental for a man to be able to bring a certain bag to the table. He doesn't have to necessarily earn more than the female. Ideally, I think that would be better. I mean, I like to be in that situation myself in particular, but it's not the end of the world if I'm with someone that earns more than me. It's not that deep, but ideally, for my own masculineness, you know what I mean, and just who I am, I'd feel better if I am the but again, it's not something that's going to kill my ego, so it's not that deep. But ideally, you know, you'd think that as a man, you're going to want to be able to bring a certain level of a bag towards the table to make sure, like I said before the beginning, that if anything was to go south for your woman and she can't work, at least you know that you've got her. And vice versa. If anything went south for you, at least you know that she's got you. But this is the situation we're in. We're in a situation where if anything goes south with them financially, Stacy has to do what she does best, and that's to run to dad. You know, and this is the crazy thing. You know, as much as their dad is he's not the right guy. The guy's a waste man, because I don't know how he's allowing these daughters to be marrying men who are bringing nothing to the table. Like, legit. Oh, it's tragic. It's tragic. But listen, there's a little bit more of the scene, so let me show you real quick, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm the groom, and this is my wedding shoot. Stacy get to choose the maid honor. I get to choose the best man. It's not okay.
I mean, listen, boom. At the end of the day, when it comes to choosing the best, the maid of honor, the best man, all that kind of stuff, you know, I completely get that the people that you should be able to choose whoever you want to choose, but it just bothers me because he doesn't bring anything to the table. And when I say, like, forget the financials, he doesn't bring any support to her businesses, doesn't bring any ideas, you know, he doesn't bring anything to the table that actually benefits her own mental health or own physical health. He just sits there and allows her to just, you see what I'm saying? And the thing that's more jarring is that we know that these shows are always heavily produced, but correct me if I'm wrong, but even in real time right now, this guy still is jobless. But listen, man, if Stacy wants to marry someone and stay committed to someone, and someone who she sees who's a soulmate, who brings nothing to her life whatsoever, well then, end of the day, I guess Stacy's losing and Florian is winning. But it's disgusting to see, disgusting to watch. But nonetheless, though, ladies and gentlemen, as far as I'm concerned, though, man, I think the whole Georgie thing is obviously something that was obviously, you know, being brought into it on an entertaining basis, of course. But we shall see, obviously, how things turn out, you know what I mean? But hey, with that being said, check out Patreon, ladies and gentlemen. Link is down below for the full reaction to the show, as well as full reactions to other TV shows that we also do, like 90 Day Fiance, £1,000 Sisters, £1,000 Best Friends, and Married at First Sight Australia. I'm pretty sure there's another one that I do that I forgot about, but life goes on. You just go and find out, you know what I'm saying? But with that being said, don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course,